Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, guess who we got in the house? None other than Akidearest.
Hi, can you
Hey,
guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, great.
Thank you
Hey
so much.
guys.
Thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
no worries.
Are you well?
Yeah, I'm good. It's only like 7 here. Apparently, there's supposed to be a typhoon that was supposed to hit Japan today,
Oh,
but by
damn.
some miracle, it I don't know, it yeeted out of Japan, and it's supposed to come tomorrow. So maybe they knew I was going to stream tonight, and so it's just like no typhoon tonight.
Oh, lucky for us. Lucky for us. Look, welcome to Comic Con Africa online.
Yeah, no, it's great to be here.
Could you please tell us, like, where did you get the name Akidearest from?
Oh, okay. So Akidearest was actually a username that I had since like the MySpace days.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and so Aki was a nickname that I've just had since I was like 14. It's a long story behind that, but that was my nickname. And then Dearest was from a baby album that my mom has of me. And when you open it, it's my baby picture that says the dearest person in the world. So Aki Dearest was born.
Oh, damn. That's pretty cool, man. So, so tell us a bit about what you're doing on YouTube with your Akidearest page.
Yeah, so on YouTube, I do a lot of anime, otaku, and Japan related content. I used to start off strictly with anime, but I just wanted to share other things. And I think I speak for a lot of anime fans when I say that anime kind of like puts your foot in the door to introduce Japanese culture. So I just kind of blended the two together. And since then, even when I moved to Japan, I've just kind of made a mix of both anime and Japan stuff on my YouTube.
Right, right. That's pretty dope. Look, so you do this monthly otaku favorites. Can you tell us a bit more about that series?
Right. So the Otaku Monthly Favorites was one of the first series that I created on the channel. And it's just kind of a way for me to share things that I've done during that month or seen during that month. So like a lot of YouTubers, you'll see their monthly favorites where girls will share like makeup they bought. But I wanted to do like an anime version. So I share different anime, manga, and other things that are like anime related that month. And I showcase it in the video. And it's been probably my longest running series so far.
Dope. Look, you originally from Virginia, right?
I am. Yeah, I was
VA.
raised there. I was born in California, but then 3 months after my birth, we moved to Virginia.
Right, right. So how's the difference like going from the States to Japan?
Uh, it's incredibly different. There's absolutely like nothing that the two countries have in common, but I came in and out of Japan for about 2 years before I decided to move, and it's just a completely different world. It's so different from anywhere else that you'll ever see, and as a YouTuber, there's always something to film.
Right. It also feels like it never switches off. Like there's
Not
continuously
really.
something.
Yeah, I feel like I have culture shock even like a year and a half living here. There's always something new every day that I find out.
Right. And what for you is the weirdest thing you've reviewed in Japan?
Oh God, I'm like going through like a whole file cabinet here. Recently, I just made a video of me going to a public bathroom that is completely transparent.
What do you mean? So everybody can see everything happening?
Yeah, yeah, like the video's on YouTube, and like the you can see the toilet and everything, and there's a mechanism inside. When you lock the door, the glass, it clouds itself, but if you forget to lock the door, everyone will see everything you're doing. And I actually caught on camera, dude, of like some guy going in and he forgot to lock it, and I got that on camera.
Oh, snap.
And
I
I
need to
was
check this
like,
out.
and it's next to the main road too. So like there were kids on their bikes being like, "Mommy, look, he's peeing," and she's like, adverse thine eyes, look away. So yeah, that's one of the weirdest that I'd say I've done.
Have you ever reviewed something that's too weird and too edgy that you can put on your YouTube channel, where you're just like, I've got to hold back
Uh,
with this?
oh man, yeah, there's been a lot, and actually, I've really treaded on a thin line with a lot of them. But most of the stuff I'd say that I've never made a video on was stuff that like it's just there's no point in censoring it. Like it's weird stuff from like the adult stores and whatnot, and
Right.
they're so funny looking. But like, there's no way I can get by with YouTube on them.
So, like,
So
so for you, you've only been in Japan for what, a year and a half now?
yeah, yeah.
So getting accustomed to the new way of life and everything. What's a day in the life of Aki?
Here.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mainly kind of just, well, besides from working, I always like to go to places like in Ikebukuro, which if anyone here has ever watched Durarara, it's the place where the Pokemon Center is located. That's the easiest way I can put it. And I go there because not a lot of tourists go there, but it's in Tokyo. And unless you've been to Japan a lot, you wouldn't really know this place. And I like going there because there's just a lot of Pokemon stuff, and I'm a sucker for that. Other
Right.
than that, I like to go out with friends, and we like to go to karaoke, which I never really cared about until I moved to Japan.
Apparently, they
And
go hard with the karaoke in Asia, just in general.
I'm sorry?
Apparently, they go really hard with the karaoke in Asia.
Dude, it's so crazy. Like I said, I was never into karaoke before I came to Japan. And then I went into the karaoke rooms, and there's something about like the whole vibe that's so different. And I don't know, man. There's like they give you a lot of stuff to purchase from that you can like add for the experience. So like you can buy like a golden microphone to sing in.
Oh,
You can
damn.
buy like outfits, and you can order food and drinks and alcohol and all this, and it gets really crazy. And it's like the best time ever.
Right. So, like, when you were getting into your YouTube page and you're taking this work way more seriously, did your folks give you a hard time when you started branching out into something that's not exactly seen as a job to the older folks?
Oh yeah, my parents, like, how
Yeah.
did they view it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they're a really, really rare case where they're actually extremely up to date with what's going on.
Oh,
And
wow.
they actually know more YouTubers than I do. And they even text me like of, certain things that have happened in the YouTube space, whether it's drama or whether there's like this new YouTuber coming in. Like my mom was like, oh, I love Ninja. Like I was watching a stream. I was like, Mom, what? It's so crazy. But when I first started YouTube, they didn't really know what like that meant. And then it wasn't until I started like getting paychecks from it where they're like, okay, let's see what our daughter is doing. And they fell in love with it. And since then, like they've just been in love with YouTube. In fact, actually what's funny is that they're so in tune that I'm actually logged into YouTube back at home in case something were to happen. And my mom, she'll see if I got like a copyright strike or a copyright claim, and I'll wake up and she's already sent in like the form to fight that back
Oh,
for
wow.
me. So it's really crazy how in tune they've been. They're pretty rare for their generation, but anyone else their age, it's pulling teeth to try
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I know my experience with my mom is totally different to what you've just said.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, like, what's one of the coolest places you've been to
Like in the world, or
in the world?
God, I really, really love Ireland, and I really love Amsterdam as well. It's just so chill. And I think like Finland was also really cool. I like going to places where I know near to nothing about them.
Right.
And funny enough, I'm not like just saying it because I'm here right now, but I have honestly said for years that I've always wanted to come to Africa. Like
You need
I
to.
literally told everyone that Africa and India are like on my to-do list.
You definitely need to come to Africa, specifically South Africa. Like, Africa is beautiful, but South Africa, you'll love it. The people are amazing. There's so many different things to do. And especially now, we're going into our summer. So this is like the best part.
Oh, okay. So you guys like right now, like you go into summer, and then what is July and like
July is
August?
meant to be winter, but it's not
Oh,
really
winter.
winter to the world. But to us, we freeze it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's cool. No, I'd love to come.
yeah, you should definitely come. We have some questions from a couple of fans for you.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay, cool. This is a question from a fan. You did a Make Me Beautiful challenge that was pretty interesting. Did you find it fascinating that the different countries had a different definition of what beauty is?
Yeah, I think when you make a video like that, you really got to be open-minded that, you know, people will edit your photo and you just have to accept the results and not try to take it so personal. And that's what I did. And I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect out of it, but I just thought it was really interesting. A lot of countries, there were some where it really made sense that the beauty reflected where they were from. And then there were some countries where I was really surprised with their beauty standards. I can't think of the top of my head what those are, but I just thought it'd just be a fun little social experiment, and yeah.
Right. Here's another question. Do you sing anime songs when you do karaoke?
Yeah, there's a couple in there. I feel like it's kind of the go-to. Whenever we're at a karaoke bar, there's always like two songs that we will always sing, and it always has to be on the list. Number one is Earth, Wind, and Fire, like
Right.
September.
Definitely.
And the other one is the Evangelion theme song, which we always have to sing each time. So, and then for me, I always put in a Kingdom Hearts song. But with karaoke, it varies, but we've definitely had our nights like screaming some of the Naruto openings, and
Right.
yeah, it's just great.
What is your favorite bit of anime merchandise that you have?
I'm trying to look around my room.
Let's check out the room.
Yeah, dude. So as you can see, there's a bunch of plushies over there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of like figures right here. This whole thing is pretty much Kingdom Hearts, like 99% of that.
Okay.
But yeah. But overall, I think one of the coolest things that I have. Do you mind if I go get it really quickly?
Yeah, get it. No problem.
All right, one sec. So I recently just got this one. It's a Hello Kitty Gundam, and
Oh, that's dope.
yeah, it's pretty sick. And I'm trying to figure out how it works. I can't remember how you do it, but basically, like the lights are like the eyes are supposed to light up and everything. It's really heavy as well.
Is it? Oh, wow.
But, yeah. So I think it's like just pure metal, but yeah, that's one of like the newer ones that I got that I thought was really cool.
Ricardo Costa asked, how is your Japanese coming along?
My Japanese, it's definitely nowhere near fluent, but I can easily pretty much do anything without the help of Joey or anyone that's fluent in Japanese. I can get my point across.
Right.
I couldn't have a debate with you, and I couldn't do math or anything, but I get by, and I'm hoping that it will only go up from here.
Right. No, definitely. Jessica would like to know, who is your favorite Pokemon?
I've been really vocal that it's Wooper, just because Wooper is the Pokemon that always smiles no matter what. There's like that famous meme where there's like an episode of Pokemon where a bunch of Pokemon like fell into the river and they're all like drowning, and then Wooper is there with the biggest smile on his face while everyone's like crying around him. And I don't know, I was just like, I vibe with this guy so much. Like, it's just, he just takes life as it just comes. So I'd say he's my favorite.
I think Eddie the nerd would like to know.
There's something awake.
Sorry, what's your opinion on Rent a Girlfriend?
I haven't seen it yet. I've been told a lot and been spammed to go give it a shot, but I don't actually know anything about it. But a lot of my friends have said it's really good.
Aaron asks, will you consider coming to Comic-Con Africa next year?
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to, like, since you guys, like, first messaged me, I looked into it, I was like, oh, perfect opportunity to go to South Africa and, like, meet fans and then also just experience, like, just the culture. It would just be great. Yeah, no, if everything lightens up from the virus and the borders open up again, I'd love to come.
Sweet. Nicholas would like to know, what is your most anticipated anime that's coming up?
The final season of Attack on Titan. It's coming in December, and I've been trying to contain myself waiting for this because it's the finale, and I already went to a couple of events in Japan that gave a few spoilers, and it's only hyped me up. And I'm pretty sure the chat's gonna go wild agreeing with me here.
Sweet. Do you watch everything in one go? Do you binge, or can you give yourself a break?
It's a mix of both. It depends. If the whole season is at my disposal and I have nothing but time, then I'll just binge it. But if I have other things to do, I don't mind watching like 1 or 2 episodes a day.
Right. Furious Kitten would like who is your favorite villager in Animal Crossing?
Favorite villager in Animal Crossing? Oh, God. It's so hard. There's this one girl, I think her name is Vanilla. That's the Japanese name, but she's like this white dog with scratches for eyes. And the other one is Lucky, which is like a mummified dog, which I haven't been able to stumble across yet.
Damn. What is your craziest experience with a fan, by the way?
Crazy experience with a fan.
Online or in person?
Right. I think, what was it? I know a fan back in Los Angeles came up to me and had striped, like those blue and white striped panties that you see in anime. Yeah. He had that in a Ziploc bag. Yeah,
Okay.
He was really tall, and he had it in a Ziploc bag, and he took it out and asked me to sign it, and like I was like I had my Sharpie and I was trying to do this because I didn't want to touch the undies, and he wanted a picture of me holding them, but I had to be like really nice and be like, you know, I could just like put my arm around you and you can hold them. I think that'd be even better. And he's like, yeah, sure. So that's just one of them, but otherwise there isn't too much that pops up in my head. Everyone's pretty chill, to be honest.
Sweet. Miles Miller would like to know, what are your plans for collabs on YouTube?
I don't really collaborate too much on my channel. I usually just kind of wait for the right opportunity. It's hard to say at this very moment, but if there's anyone that people want me to collab with, just let me know on Twitter.
Okay, sweet. So you take references then?
Yeah, and then I just try to see if I can work with that person. I usually don't really go by like subscribers or anything, even if they were like 10 times bigger than me, because it shows in the video if you guys vibe. So if you don't, then it doesn't really turn out that well. So I kind of prioritize how we'll react in the video together.
Right. So what plans do you have for your YouTube career in the future?
Right now it's kind of at a stalemate. I am definitely always looking for different stuff to do in Japan all the time. I was supposed to vlog like what it was like in Japan during the Tokyo 2020, because that was a time that everyone in Japan was really not looking forward to. Like there were so many people that wanted to leave the country, but I wanted to record of what that was going to be like. But in the future, my YouTube channel, I'm I don't know. I'm just wanting to do just more things. Like I would just want to still be doing YouTube, and it's really hard to stay relevant. So I'm just taking it like one day at a time.
Right. Things change so quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you play Pokemon Go?
I did religiously for a really long time, and you would think me being in Japan, I should be playing it more than ever. But for some reason, once I moved here, I stopped playing it. But
Is it?
I went on a Europe trip, and that's like all I did during the entire time. But I should probably open it up again. I don't know if there's any changes to Pokemon Go.
Okay, cool. Here's a quick question. Early bird or late owl?
Late hour. It's something I'm trying to improve. But yeah, sometimes I'm early bird if I have to be, but expect me to just like not be all there.
Right. We're going to take the final questions from the fans. Anime or manga?
Ugh, that's like choosing between two kids, dude. I guess I'll do anime just because I can really just immerse myself in watching it with someone, but that doesn't mean I don't like manga.
Right. Kiwi asks, have you ever been to Capsule Hotel?
I have not yet. A lot of people have been asking me to do that. I was just always like skeptical of it just because there's so many YouTube videos on them. But
Right.
if people want me to go, then I'll do it. They're really easy to go rent. I'm just like whenever I pass by, I'm like I see this all the time. So my view of it is a little like more normalized.
Right. Totally. You guys are still on lockdown in Japan, aren't you?
Kinda like the borders are closed off to everyone, but as far as like things being open or closed, nothing's really changed in my opinion. Big events are obviously like online, such as this one, but all the shops and everything are still open. We just kind of like locked everybody out of the country.
Right. Look, the chats are blowing up here. The fans are really happy to see you. So thank you very much.
Aw.
People have been excited to
Yeah,
see
no
you.
worries.
Oh, there's a quick question here. What series for you resonated the most for you on a deeper level, not just entertainment?
There was this one anime called March Comes In Like a Lion, and it's something that's super underrated in my opinion, but it's about this kid who has a lot of success, but he has a lot of personal issues that kind of weigh him down, so he tries to more focus on that and try to find his own happiness. And I feel like there was like a point of my YouTube career where actually funny enough that's when the anime came out. I feel like I was kind of at a lost state. So there's a whole bunch that have their own like stories with me, but that's like the first one I can think of at the top of my head.
Right. Will you be doing the trash talk, trash taste podcast? Will you be doing
Sorry, can you say that again?
Will you be doing the trash taste podcast?
Probably. It depends, like when they want me on. I really don't know, but I mean, I've been tuning in every now and then, and it's just blown up. I think that they just want so many other guests, and I feel like a lot of people already like know me with like Joey, so they just want to make room for other guests. But if people want me on, then hopefully I'll get on sometime soon. It'll happen at some point. Don't worry, guys.
Right. Kalub wants to know what would you say is the one thing that has helped you most during lockdown?
Oh, like how have I been coping with the
Yeah,
lockdown?
what's that one thing that's helped you get through this time?
Video games, like no joke.
What game are you playing?
Well, Animal Crossing was the first one because I think I logged in 620 hours on that, and I played it like every day for 8 hours. Right now, I'm playing Mario Sunshine on the Switch because it came out in a bundle, and the other one I'm playing LA Noire, and I'm also playing Among Us. So there's a lot of things that have been distracting me, and
Right.
I feel like right now is like more than ever, it's great to just be a gamer at the moment.
We've got final two questions. How do you feel about the rise of web series Tower of God?
Oh, right. So, dude, webtoons have really just been blowing up recently, and there is so much that I still need to read, and probably Tower of God as well. But I don't know, there's just so many webcomics that have been rising up, and I feel like I haven't dwelled into it enough as much as I should. Yeah, sorry, I'm like totally starting here. I feel like I'm not really immersing myself as much as I should, and if people could recommend me like the best ones besides Tower of God that's already on my list, then that would be really great. But I know that tomorrow I think there's like a Killing Stalking animation coming out, which I'm pretty stoked on because I made a video on that. But once that's done, dude, there's so much I need to read from manga and webtoons. It's like there's just so much. There's only so much time at my disposal.
Right. It almost feels like during lockdown it's harder to make a decision because you have so much time.
Yeah, I feel like people just don't know what to do with themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now that I have all the time in the world, it's like, where do I start? Or it's really been getting to some people mentally, and they just don't feel motivated to do anything.
What
But
advice
yeah,
do you
no,
what do you have advice do you have for your fans who do feel that way? Because lockdown hasn't been the easiest for everyone.
make a list of something that you've always wanted to do, because right now is quite literally the most perfect time to do it. I mean, if you want to travel, yeah, that's kind of difficult,
Yeah.
but other things in your life, right now is the perfect time to do it. And if you don't do it now, then I feel like when, you know what I
Right.
mean? And everyone is on the same page here. I know this year really sucks, and I know that by now, like, who knows, I probably could have gone to Comic-Con Africa in person had all this not happened, but we're all in the same boat, and eventually things will get better. It
No,
doesn't feel
definitely.
like it now, but we've gone through 6 months, so I feel like we can pat ourselves on the back for that.
Definitely. And next year we definitely want to see you in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final question.
Okay.
Outside of anime, are there other fandoms that you're into?
I mean, technically it would be Kingdom Hearts, but I feel like that's kind of related in some way to anime. Gosh. I really like a lot of Netflix originals.
Right.
Um, Joey and I were really into an original called The Crown, and which is about like the royal family. And some people say that that's just like a show for old people, but I'm really into that one. Other than that, I'm not really one to say I'm part of fandoms too much. I just kind of enjoy things.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yo, Aki, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no worries.
It was awesome chatting
Yeah,
to you.
thanks.
And all the best for the rest of the year. Stay safe, look after yourself.
Yeah, too. Yeah, you too.
Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot,
so
eh?
much.
Peace and love.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was Akidearest. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back shortly after a quick word from the sponsors.